Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scove, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating 46 years of doing live theater out here in Burbank, but we went virtual a little over 3 years ago, and we have over 350 live virtual shows that we post up on our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, on YouTube. So if you want to follow this particular team, they're the Wednesday 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and you can go back and click on the playlist and go back, and they have about maybe a half a dozen shows these guys have done with me. There was a previous 6 p.m. Wednesday, so you might see some of them too. But all the teams are great. We got kids, we got teenagers, we have all age teams, and of course a number of adult teams. We do short and long form. Today we're doing short form. Some of the games we're going to play today is superstitions. We all have them, but these guys have weird superstitions. And then we have video dating. Everybody likes to date people, so we created video dating so that people can see each other online and then decide if they want to meet each other in person. Then we have a panel of experts. I have 2 to 3 experts coming on to talk about their expertise. We have an Oscar-winning speeches. I know the Oscars just was on, but we have our own Oscar-winning speeches we're going to show you today in a brand new film that's going to be out this summer, and we have some previews that we hope all of them will be Oscar-winning speeches. And then we have conclusions. One of our team members here, he draws a lot of conclusions, and usually they're wrong the way he draws them, but I'm sure you all have friends like that. Then we're going to end with the genie. William is going to get 3 wishes, and let's see if his wishes do come true. Let's meet our cast today, starting with William.
How y'all doing tonight?
He's a dancing machine. Suzanne, her first show with us.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining in.
Sabrina, it's her first show with us.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in.
And Nick.
Hey, guys. Thanks for coming.
So the first game we're going to play is called Superstitions, and we all have them. I'm going to start with William. So, William, your superstition is you like to nail all your windows shut. Why do you do that, William?
Well, you see, Ken, it all started when I was young, and I watched Night of the Living Dead, and it traumatized me so much. Just the idea of people just coming in and just messing up all my stuff. So I just went ahead and nailed up my doors and everything, just so in case anyone tries to break in, problem solved. They ain't getting in.
But wait a minute, I know you nail your windows shut. You're saying you nail your doors shut too?
Oh, yeah, I nail it from the outside, see?
Uh-huh, okay. So how do you get in and out of your house?
I don't. I had my friend do that. I just had him nail my door.
Right, so but how do you get food if there's no way in or out of your house? I mean, what, do you drop it down your chimney? I'm not sure exactly how this is working.
Well, guess I have to make another window now. Because I'm not getting any food out of here. Did not think that part through.
Yeah, I saw the superstition you just like to nail your windows shut, but I think you might have gone a little too far.
Yeah, I decided to expand out to all entrances, but I always nailed them from the outside. And
okay, if you nail them from the outside, then how do you get in?
Oh, the door was just it wasn't nailed to today because I just had my friend do it, and
oh, I see.
So I'm stuck in here now.
So you go inside and someone else nails the doors shut. What about the windows? You nail them from the inside or outside?
Oh, the windows are nailed from the outside as well. I did that one all by myself. Just went to Home Depot, got the nails, hammer, everything,
right,
and the boards.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it would seem to be. I could see if you nailed all the windows shut, if you could be able to get through your door. But then, of course, if you lose your keys and you can't get in a window. What about other people's windows? Do you go and nail neighbors' windows shut, or when you go on vacation, do you nail the windows shut then too?
I did that once for my neighbors because they were off on a trip. They were off on a business trip, and long story short, I got to spend the night in an extra secure place with lots of boards over the windows. They had little glass panes over them that had little tiny boards in between them, so you couldn't escape. Mm-hmm. Nice guy with a badge brought me out.
Okay, well, thank you, William. It's quite unusual to have these kind of weird things. We'll watch and see if your door ever opens. So let's go down to Suzanne. Suzanne, so this is kind of strange. You separate all your food groups when you eat?
Yes, that is very important to do. You don't do that?
Okay, so you're saying, give me an example of a dinner. How do you separate the vegetables, the meats, whatever else you
I
put?
do it by
starches?
colors. I do it by colors because I think the colors that are the brightest are better for you. And I try to do it in alphabetical order as well because I like to start at the beginning of the alphabet and then eat my way all the way down to the end of the alphabet. And I take little tiny bites of each and every single one of them as I go so I don't get too full. But it really makes for the perfect plate.
Okay, so that's totally different than what I thought. I thought you separate your peas and your meat and your pasta.
Oh, I separate them all out first, and then I go through them alphabetically.
Oh.
I do. I have my peas. If I have peas and carrots, I have to separate the peas and carrots. I separate my potatoes. I got to separate my meats. I don't usually do gravy on anything because the gravy has to be by itself. I can't put everything all together.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever
bad
eat
karma.
from two different food groups at the same time, or you only eat one group until you're done with that group and then you switch to the other group? Or
I only eat one group at a time alphabetically.
Okay,
You
so
can't mix them together. It's very bad for the digestion.
well, some people say you should mix fruit and vegetables within a half an hour period, but it sounds like you don't adhere to that policy. You just kind of
I don't believe in discriminating against the fruit and vegetable combination. I think that it's all very good for our systems.
Right.
And I like to eat one at a time. Sometimes I use my hands and I eat with my fingers and I do one at a time. I like to do that with the peas and the carrots, especially the peas, because it's so much fun and I number them as well. It makes my dinner just last so much longer. It's really, really, everybody should try it, especially
Now,
people that are dieting.
What happens when you go out to a restaurant and you order? Do you tell the waiter that you have to separate all the foods?
I don't tell them anything, but usually they end up telling me that it's time for me to go and I've been sitting there too long. I don't know why that always happens, but I take my time and I think every person is entitled to do that. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's my right.
Yeah, well, it is your right. It is your right. I'm not judging you. I'm just asking what you're doing. But what about a Z? What kind of food is a Z? I mean, Zagnut, which is more of a candy.
Zucchini.
Zucchini, right. Zucchini. Okay.
Zucchini. Yeah. No, zucchini is great. I like to cut it up in long strips and I eat it. Some people like to cut it, but I like to do it that way. It's really a lot of fun to do it that way.
Okay, that sounds great. Okay, I'm going to move over to Sabrina. So Sabrina, this is kind of weird. You never wear the same clothes twice?
No, I just can't do it. Just thinking about it, makes me, hot and sweaty. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you must have an incredibly high shopping
I even
bill.
rebuy clothes. I just can't wear them again.
So I'm assuming you don't have a washing machine. You don't need a washer or dryer if you're going and getting new clothes every time.
I mean, I have a washer and a dryer. But do I use them? For towels. I will make an exception for towels, but for clothes, I cannot do it.
Okay. So, I mean, how are you able to afford a different outfit every day?
Well, I do have my sugar daddies. They buy me all that I need. And I also work 2 jobs too.
I see.
It's tough work, but I cannot wear the same clothes over and over and over.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming that goes for
people are doing it.
Undergarments as well?
Yes, especially undergarments.
What about coats? Because I know that, the most clothes you're feeling on your skin, but a coat, maybe just on your arms, so, I mean, maybe a little bit on your neck. Do you throw out coats too, or you only wear them once?
I only wear those once too. Think about it. The coats, they touch the outside world.
So you really don't need a very big closet because once you wear the clothes, you're throwing them out.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you ever?
Leaves more room for my shoes for sure.
Oh, so you do wear shoes more than once?
Yes.
Okay, so
Not clothes. I cannot do clothes.
okay. What about stuff like jewelry?
Jewelry is just fine.
Okay, so just mainly clothes. What do like say a scarf?
No, I can't do a scarf. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I do donate to my local thrift store though, so they get a bunch of clothes for me. So I feel like I'm doing like a good thing for the world, honestly.
Okay. That makes sense.
Not wasting water. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. All right, well, I'm going to move on to our last person, Nick. So, Nick, you pee with one leg up?
Yes, Kent. I do. I pee with one leg up.
Well, how did that get started, Nick?
Like every EP, like every peeing conundrum starts. I just noticed that for some reason, and there's always a pile of pee on one side of the toilet. There's always that one pile of pee. So I just started developing the habit. I just gotta avoid all the pee. It's just,
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Did you learn this from a dog? Because male dogs pee with one leg up.
I think dogs are smart. They just see all those piles of pee in the road and they avoid them. They one leg up and then they pee. I'm like, dogs know the way the shit goes.
What happens when you go out to like a public restroom?
One leg up, Kent. One leg up.
I mean,
that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You haven't tried it yet. You don't know how good it is.
No, I haven't tried that yet. What about like, do people say anything to you when you're in a restaurant, or when you go into their restroom and you're in front of the urinal and maybe someone behind you or something waiting and you've got one leg up?
I think they're just too scared. They're too scared because if they tried one legging themselves, they're too scared of the joy that could come. The way of life that us one-leggers have, it is to be envied.
Oh, there's a whole cult of one-leg peers?
There's a subreddit, there's a Facebook group, we have our own Discord too.
Oh, I'm gonna keep my daughter off Discord. Nick, do you use, is it a right leg or left leg, or do you alternate legs?
Yeah, I alternate. I try to keep the legs balanced so that sometimes I do my right, sometimes I do my left. Get exercise for both legs.
Okay, well, it's a strange way of getting exercise, but whatever works for all you guys. You all have some very unusual superstitions. I highly doubt Suzanne's probably dating much these days, the way she's eating. Wow, I mean, all of you have got some. I don't think I'd want to marry you, Sabrina. I'm sorry, you'd cost me way too much money. I don't think I want to be your sugar daddy. Nick, I just definitely don't want to hang out with you in a bathroom. That's for sure. Even in the woods, anywhere where the leg up thing would happen. And William, I just don't know. If I came to your house, I could never get in. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I can't hear you. You're muted. That might be the best thing I've ever had happen to me. Anyway, so this has been Superstitions. Thank you all. Okay, we're going to move on to a different game now, so you guys can all minimize and get ready. Go ahead and minimize yourself. The next game is called Video Dating. And we have Suzanne, who's going to be going on a video dating tour with us. We invented the video dating about 4 or 5 years ago so that people could still try and go online and meet each other and then decide if they want to meet each other in person. So we thought this was a great way. It's kind of a step more. And, it's funny because all the video dating services like Match.com and all that, now they all have video services. So they're kind of copying us. We were on the cutting edge about 5 years ago of this video dating. So let's bring Suzanne out right now, who's a nanny. And Suzanne, we're going to be bringing out some different people for you to meet. Here she is. Okay, Suzanne, this is wonderful. Okay, so the good news is, Suzanne, we have actually 3 people here. We'll bring them out each individually, and we have both genders, so you can choose whoever you feel you have a connection with, okay?
Yay, okay.
All right. So first we're going to bring William out, and he's a cowboy ranch hand. So we're going to bring him out right now, and then let's start with you asking, Suzanne, ask William whatever you want about his lifestyle or see if you guys have a connection. Then William, you're free to ask her some questions. She's a nanny. So go ahead, Suzanne.
Hi, William. So I have a few questions for you. So first of all, family and children are very, very, very super important for me. And I was just wondering, because I currently take care of 2 kids, I really want to have a lot of kids. What's your thought process on having a family, and how soon would you like to have one?
Now, not to be too brash about it, but I'm willing to start a family with you anytime. Start our own little herd. You can catch my drift.
And would you be okay staying at home taking care of them so I could still continue being my nanny profession? Because I really, really love being a nanny to other people's children. I just want to physically have a baby. I don't necessarily want to stay home and take care of it. So I'm kind of looking for a man that's going to take care of the babies.
I mean, that's a little. I guess if I'm working on my ranch, I'm technically at the house, but I can't watch them 24/7. You can't really, strap a cradle to a combine.
Well, what about those bike things that they have where you put the babies in the bike things behind you? Don't they have something like that for the horses that you could take the babies with you? Because it's going to be really difficult for me to have the babies and take them with me if I'm watching somebody else's babies. I'd be able to do it while I'm pregnant, but I don't think I don't think long term I'm going to be able to do that. And I'm not prepared to give up my career to be a stay-at-home mom.
I guess I can pull something off like that. Have you ever been on an actual farm? Have you ever even looked at a cow or
I like to drink milk. I drink a lot of milk. I've driven by a farm, I think, one time, but I didn't actually go in. But I do like the colors white and brown, and I think cows are white and brown.
So, some of them are white and black. Those are most of the time, those are your milk cows. Those are where milk comes from. The
so I have a question for you. I have a question for you. In regards to the cows and taking care of cows, because taking care of cows is a lot like taking care of babies. When your cows are misbehaving, how do you treat them?
Well, if the cow is misbehaving, normally I put them in a timeout pen, especially if it's a young calf who can learn from their mistakes.
Well, that seems kind of harsh. Are they all by themselves?
For like 5 minutes.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, let's you think about William, because we have 2 more. So
yeah.
William, you stay in our green room. Make sure you're keep yourself muted and go into our green room. Now I'm going to bring out Nick. He's a hitman. So let's bring Nick out. Okay, there's Nick.
Buenos
do you have any?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for Nick?
Senor.
Hi. Oh, a hitman. So when you hit people, do you slap them or just punch them? Like, what kind of hitting are you doing? And does it hurt a lot?
Senor, I just give them one punch, and they are un hombre muerto. It is as simple as that.
So do you have to have a bad temper in order to work in this job, or are you just going to work like in a good mood and then you have to get mad to hit people?
No, senor. You need dinero. That's what you need. What I do is I hire a hitman to hit for me, and I just keep doing that for all my jobs.
So is it like you give the hitman like a laundry list or a grocery list every day and has a list of people they're supposed to go out and hit?
Sí, tú comprendes mucho, señor. That is correct.
Is it a long list or is it a short list?
As many, as mucho names as I can get.
Do you like what you do?
It's great. I earned so much money by hiring other hitmen.
So if we were to have a bunch of babies together, would you be able to take the babies to work with you at your hitman desk?
Claro que sí, señora. My desk is in an off. I work from home every day.
Because I would like to have a lot of babies. And as I was saying to William, I am not going to give up my career to stay home to do this. So I really need a man that's going to be able to take care of the babies while I go off and have my career. I'm just wondering, when you're out there hitting people or having people get hit, how will you protect our children from getting hit?
Oh, señora, you asked the best preguntas. I just hire a bodyguard. So I hire my hitman, I hire my bodyguard. I run on Muertos Incorporated. That is the name of my business. It's a professional hitman business.
Wow.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
well, I think you've seen enough of Nick.
401c.
So you can decide on Nick. We have one more potential. Her name's Sabrina, and Sabrina's a child therapist. We wanted to bring her on because you're a nanny. We thought, why not bring on a child therapist? So go ahead, Suzanne. Any questions you want to ask of her?
Hello, Sabrina. So I've been talking to the other two guests about taking a child to work, and I really would like to have a lot of children. And I'm just wondering, what's your thought on having children?
Yeah, I work with children all the time, and it's crazy how they change your life and everything. But I want to know, how does that make you feel?
Which part?
Yeah, having kids, having a family. How does that make you feel? Yeah.
Well, I never really thought about that. So, I guess it makes me feel good. I think it's like
You wanna
something like I'm.
you wanna hold
Oh,
a teddy bear?
oh, I
Yeah.
would love to
Yeah.
hold the cat. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you so much. He's so beautiful. Oh,
No problem.
Sabrina, so I feel like a kid again. Sabrina, this is just how wonderful is that? You'd probably make a really good mommy. Tell me, Sabrina,
Yeah.
what would like our first date be like if I were to pick you? What would we do?
Well, I do love going to parks. I love going for walks.
I love parks. I
I
love
love playing
walking.
in the jungle gym, just being a little kid again, not worrying about anything, no responsibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds really nice. I like to walk. I just walked right now to get here, and it was
Okay.
wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have so much in common. Oh, geez, Kent, I really like Sabrina.
Well,
I
let's
feel
bring
a
the other
real
ones out
connection
because
with you, Sabrina.
okay. So if you want to pick Sabrina, that's great. But let's bring the other two. Let's bring Nick and William back out. Okay, so there's all of them out there now with you. Can we get them all up on the big screen? And let's just see, get them all up there together. Here we go. That's William, Sabrina, and here comes Nick. Okay, so now they're all up.
Yeah.
And so you want to pick Sabrina. Tell William why you didn't choose him.
So, William, I'm really sorry. I've enjoyed talking with you, but I don't think that your ranch is set up to provide for my babies. I don't think you've given that enough thought as to what you're going to do with our kids. And I really need someone who just has the kids first. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to pick you, but I thank you. And I wish you luck in the rest of your searching. And I hope you find a cow or a person or someone in your field to be your partner.
Okay, William, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I do hope I find someone in my field, because they'll probably be helping me work. Um, and I do feel sorry for your future kids as well.
Oh.
Thank you, William.
Thank you for
You
your
need attention.
concern.
We have a
Thank you.
lasso for you.
Thank you.
So go into the green room and get your lasso prize. Okay, Nick, she didn't pick you either. Do you have any closing comments, Nick?
Ay, Dios mío. We could have had una buena vida together. But it is not to be. Another day.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry. So sorry, Nick.
Thank you, Nick. What I'm sorry about
So
is I
many
don't understand
tissues.
anything he was saying. I need to get a Spanish translator. So
Thank-
Sabrina, you won. How do you feel, Sabrina?
I feel so excited. Oh my god.
Ah,
I am so excited. But do know that I have a lot of student debt. But we can talk about that later.
okay, that
we're gonna
sounds
send-
terrific.
Yeah, we're going to send you on a Disney cruise because there'll be lots of kids and families there. So you might be able to get Suzanne some extra work being a nanny on the cruise ship, pick up some extra money.
Yay!
And Sabrina, I'm sure some of those kids are going to need therapy because their families will be going
Absolutely.
down to the gambling casinos and drinking and staying out all night and just probably not watching their kids. There'll probably be a lot of loose kids running around that are going to need therapy and a nanny.
Yeah,
So
there's
thank
going to
you
be
both.
a lot of trauma.
Yeah, so thank
Thank
you both for playing
Thank
video
you.
dating.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Okay, we're going to move on now. So go ahead and minimize and get ready for the next thing, which we're going to do a panel of experts. So Gabi's with us now. And Gabi, just don't come out here yet, but think about what you want your expertise to be, Gabi. I know we have a Olympic curling specialist and we have a photographer. And just make sure you put that next to your name. And whenever you're all ready, you can come on out. Suzanne, Sabrina, and Gabi. Just come on camera and we'll find out what your expertise is. Okay, so Gabi is a life coach. That's wonderful, Gabi. Okay, Gabi, good to see you here. Gabi's a very nice life coach. He actually took the time to drive his daughter to an event, and that's why he's a few minutes late, because he's a dedicated father whose family is more important than our silly little TV shows. So we're very happy, Gabi. I have 3 kids myself, and I would do exactly what you did. You're a good man. Now, you're a life coach, Gabi, so tell us a little bit about how you help people being a life coach.
No, Ken, thank you so much. And my apologies again for being late. But Kent, I think, thank you for giving me this platform. I think life coach today has become the essence of life. We have been surrounded by so many complications, problems, whether it's economy or politics or health or something. And every day we have been getting into that vicious cycle, how to get off it. So I think as a life coach, my responsibility, my job is to help normal people to live a life of freedom. And that's where I'm so passionate about my profession. And I thank to God who has given me this opportunity to come and touch as many lives as I can. So I think thank you for this platform. Through this, I want to spread that awareness to all the people who are listening to this channel. Have a coach. He's a person who will empower you and who will help you to play your game with freedom.
Now, let's say someone comes to you and they're in the wrong profession. They want to switch and change their profession because they're not happy. Because a lot of people have said if you do something you love, then it's not really work. But if you do something just to make money, it's work, and it becomes more of a chore. So let's say someone wants to change their occupation, but they're not sure how to do that. And let's say they're in their mid to late 30s. What would you say to them?
No, certainly, Kent. I think that is the number one cause of getting burnt out. The new age millennials, they are changing the jobs every day for them because of the fact they have lost their passion, they have lost their focus, they are more engaged into the cosmetic world of the social media. So I think there are a lot of factors which has causing them a lot of stress, lot of burning out, and that's where as a life coach we want to help them to define what is their passion, what is the goal in their life, and move in that direction. And that will give them a lot of satisfaction, that will give them a lot of contention, and help them to live a life what they are desiring for.
Well, thank you, Gabi. That was quite nice. You stay on the panel. Let's get the other two out here. They should be on our panel right now. You can bring yourself on, Sabrina and Suzanne, our curling expert. So, Sabrina, how did you get into photography, and what kind of photography do you do? Because sometimes there's, personal stills of people. There's environmental ones. Different kinds of set designs, everything. So, what exactly do you do?
Absolutely. So I do high fashion photography. I've been doing it for about 10 years now. I do nature, I can do art, I can do all that, but my passion absolutely is fashion photography. And you guys are at a beautiful pose right now. Please do not move. Beautiful. Yes.
Okay.
You guys.
So when you say fashion, you're talking about model runway stuff or Academy Award stuff?
Model runway, couture, editorial, all those fun things, all those like crazy poses. I love those. I love those so much.
Sephora? Do you do stuff with Sephora?
I do some makeup campaigns. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. So you obviously you never got into shooting like cereal or hamburgers or, because I hear when they do like a hamburger, they sometimes don't even use a real tomato. They use something that's red like a pepper and put it in pretending it's a tomato.
Yes, you are absolutely right. They do stuff like that just for, commercial, just to make it feel like it's real, but it's not real at all. Mm-hmm. But I have done a hamburger campaign with another model. She was eating that hamburger, and I was just in there just capturing it all. Every single bite, capturing it all.
So you did the Carl's Jr. commercials when the very hot model took a bite and then it got all messy and it dripped down? That was you, huh?
Yes, that was my work. Yes.
Oh, that was quite good. You really captured. Do you ever do anything with sports?
See, sports are a little bit difficult. They're moving around all the time, and I just can't. I can't get the right focus and everything like that.
Right.
Maybe a nice sport like horseshoe, for instance. They're standing there. They have really good arm structure and arm, just flexibility and all of that. I think that should be a really good one I can get into. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you ever got into like taking pictures of the first ladies?
I really wish. Capturing Miss Michelle Obama. Yeah. Yes. I would love to.
Okay. I'll put in a good word for you. Okay. I'm having dinner with them later tonight.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Let's go over now to our curling specialist, Svetlana. So Svetlana, I'm assuming are you from a Russian city, or are you from?
I am from Belarus. Belarus, not Russian.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Belarus. Well, Putin thinks you're Russian. So anyway, so tell us a little bit how you got into curling and what specific part are you? Because I know they have the person who throws it, and they have the person who's doing all the ice. Okay. Do you hear me?
Well, I can hear you now. Yes. Okay. I got into curling because at a young age I was very, very afraid of the ice. And my father took me out on the ice, and he just threw me out on the ice and shushed me with a broom. And I was no longer afraid of being out on ice, and something just clicked in my whole being came alive being out there on the ice with the shushing. And I knew in that instant that was what I wanted to do my entire life. I wanted to be in the curling, learn all that I could about the curling, and just stay out in the cold doing the curling. I eat, live, and breathe curling.
Now, you're an Olympic specialist, so you've actually been. What Olympic Games were you in?
All of them. For the last 6 Olympic Games.
The last 6 Olympics?
Yes. I very young.
Are you going to be in the 2024?
Well, I would hope so. I mean, I am the best, so they would be silly not to use me. I'm planning on being there.
And have you won any medals?
I've won lots of medals. I won lots of medals, lots of precious metals. I gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal, black medal, white medal. No, but I have it. I have all kinds of medals. I've
They have black medals? I didn't know they had black medals.
I have everything. I have everything.
I know about the Black Sea, but I didn't know about black medals. So maybe Russia gives out different styles of medals.
Russia,
Belarus,
and Belarus. We have lots of things people do not have. We're very, 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 very unique peoples. We're wonderful peoples.
Right. Like you have now Putin's nuclear weapons.
We don't talk politics when we're talking curling. We don't mix the politics with the curling.
Okay, I'm sorry. I could just had to throw that out just as an antidote. But that's okay. All right. So thank all of you guys for being on my panel of experts. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on now. We're going to do one switch. I'm going to bring conclusions up now so I get Nick back out here with Gavi. Okay, so Nick and Gavi. So go ahead and take life coach off there, Gavi. And now Nick is going to be drawing conclusions, and Gavi's his friend. He's going to run into Gavi, and he's going to run into him in it looks like I've got a parking lot of like a strip mall. And so Gavi will continue to say things to Nick, and Nick's going to just draw conclusions all the wrong way. So here we are in a parking lot. We'll start with Gavi, who sees his friend Nick and goes up and talks to them. And have a good conclusions, guys.
Hey, Nick, man, how are you?
How am I? How am I? What do you think I am? Well, what do you think I'm depressed?
Are you excited about the night, man? We are just standing outside the strip club, man.
Okay. Now you're just throwing out the fact that you think I just go to strip clubs. What, you think I'm a perv? You think I can't get like women? You think I'm just
Man, this is men's day out, man. I'm so excited, man.
Men's day out. Okay, so you don't. So there's no women's day. So there's no women in my life. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Gavi? What the hell, man? What the hell?
Man, it's we both, and we'll have a party tonight, man, in the club.
Oh, okay. Now we're having a party, and you didn't even invite me. What the heck is this? Why did I not get an invite? You think I just have time on my hands to just go to any party that you throw at the last second?
Man, did you took a smoke?
Okay, now you think I smoke. Now you think I'm just blazing. So now instead of fucking like spending time with my girlfriend, you think that I just get high and go to strip clubs. What is this? I thought we were friends, Gabby. I thought we knew each other after all these years. What the hell, man?
Nick, you remember last time when we came, we were like off guard. We were taken up by the police, and you were like throwing up. You had so much. Like, you remember those days?
Taken by the police? What the fuck are you talking about? I am not a criminal. What world do you think I'm a criminal? What the fuck? Where are these coming from?
Man, the girl was taking off on you. You didn't had anything off, and like, man, it was a big thing out there in the club, and everybody was looking at you that night. You remember, Nick?
Oh, okay. Now you're talking about me like you think I'm fucking in like you think I don't go for refined girls. I go for big girls. Like now you're questioning my taste. Now what the heck is this? Oh my god. Why are we even still talking? Jesus.
Yeah, well, that was conclusions. As you can see, you might not want to hang out with Nick. He might drive you a little insane. But thank you, Gavi and Nick. I better not. Nick's going to start drawing conclusions on me pretty soon. I have to be very careful with him. It's time for me to debut my new film. Let's get my actors out here for Oscar-winning speeches. Suzanne, William, and Sabrina are in this particular one, and it's called The Dysfunctional Family. As you can see, Sabrina has married William. William is the son of, well, they better change your name now, Cutting Edge Svetlana, to go back to Suzanne. So Suzanne is the mother here of the two. And she does not like Sabrina. She didn't think that William should have ever married Sabrina in the first place. And in this opening scene, Suzanne says this right in front of Sabrina and William, that if they would come over for dinner for their anniversary. They've been married 1 year, and Suzanne begins to kind of lay into them. This is the opening scene at Suzanne's house in Oscar-winning speeches.
Hey, thanks for inviting us to dinner.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's very nice, you know. It's been married 1 year.
You guys are welcome. If you're over an hour late, again, you're over an hour late.
You know, I mean,
I'm so sorry. I was still cooking, and it's my fault.
You know, you always say that, Sabrina. But why is it always your fault and it's never William's fault? I see a pattern that's emerging here. That's always Sabrina this, Sabrina that. You're the bad one. You're this one. You're that one. William never is at fault. And it's beginning to really grate on my nerves.
Okay, that can stop right now, because we invited for dinner, and you decide to come over here and start accusing her of some crap just because you have a little problem.
No, actually, William, it's not me that has the problem. The problem, I think, is you. Okay? And finally, I'm going to say it. Wasn't going to, because Sabrina, I've been trying to be respectful, but you are my daughter. You are my only child. And I love you. And I have only wanted what is best for you. Sitting on the sidelines and watching this just pile up and pile up and pile up, and Mr. I'm never wrong, and nothing ever gets stuck on William. He's just the golden child, and you keep getting stuck and having the issues. This has got to stop.
Okay, here was where Suzanne goes off her Oscar-winning speech, and she's just going to go ballistic on Sabrina and William. William, again, is her son. Sabrina is her daughter-in-law, but she doesn't have her own daughter, so she tries to make her own daughter, but this is backfiring. Here we go with her Oscar-winning speech.
I knew that this would happen. I knew that this marriage was destined to turn out like this. I see the patterns. I've seen it with your father, and I see how it's imploding here. And I'm not going to sit by and not say anything to either one of you, because this is going to have long-term effects, like a ripple effect. It's just going to continue, and it's going to come down on your children, and it's going to just explode across everything. And I cannot, and I will not sit by and watch this happen. It is not fair. You are the daughter I always wanted, Sabrina, and it is about time that you pick yourself up. Stand up for yourself. He's my son and I love him, but it is disrespectful the way that he treats you, and you need to be treated with respect. This is enough, William. You take responsibility for your actions, and you start treating this young lady with care. She is a priceless gem, and if you don't appreciate her, then you need to leave her alone so she can find somebody who does, because this is enough, and I will not stand for this disrespect.
And that was her Oscar-winning speech. We drop a little further up in the film now. This is where Sabrina and William are now back at their house. And go ahead and minimize there, Suzanne. Now, this is the two of them, and this is where they're discussing what just happened with William's mother.
I can't believe it. I can't believe she had the gall to say that shit to my goddamn face.
Baby, please calm down, please.
No.
Your mom means well. It's.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't mean well. She never means well. It's always her just blowing up.
And this is William's Oscar-winning speech, where he goes back to even his childhood, where his mother was suppressing him and calling all his bad shots for the last 20 years.
And you know what? Every time I did something good, every time I did something amazing, she had to just rain on it. No matter what I did, no matter how I did it, there was always something wrong. I was always wrong. Everything I did was wrong. There was nothing right with my life. I was always a failure no matter what I did, no matter what I do. I was always never enough. There was always never enough of me to give. And I just said, fuck it. I give up. I quit. I quit being the golden child she wants. And I became myself. And you know what? I love myself. I love everything about myself. I would not change a thing because I work for you. I make sure you're happy. I provide for you. And I love you and I love everything about you. You make me smile every day.
And that was William's Oscar-winning speech. We're now going to move forward with Sabrina as going back to confront William's mother about how she's affecting their marriage and how William's being affected. And here is Sabrina confronting Suzanne about William.
Suzanne, I love your son so much, but I don't like how you're treating him. He is a beautiful, beautiful man. Yes, he is not perfect. I am not perfect either.
And now this is when Sabrina does her Oscar-winning speech when she goes a little bit emotional to Suzanne.
Listen, I cannot be the daughter that you want, that you've never had. I can't be that for you. But what I can be is the loving, amazing, beautiful daughter-in-law to your son. I want you to listen to him. Actually listen to him, please. He does so many beautiful things. I mean, when I was out of work because of that car accident, he was there for me that whole time, cooking and cleaning, keeping everything together. And I don't want you to ruin his confidence, to ruin just all that he is, because I know that he is amazing. And I want you to see that. So I'm here confronting you, just telling you to stop all of this, please.
And that was Sabrina's Oscar-winning speech. My film's coming out this summer on Netflix. Vote for these guys because those are all Oscar-winning speeches. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going on to our final game. William, you can stay out here because I'm now your genie, William. And I can give you 3 wishes, William. So remember, what do you wish for? Give me your first wish.
Well, Kent, the one thing I have always wanted, I've always wanted like a posse, you know, like 2 friends, you know, who will always have my back, you know, 2 people that are basically inseparable, you know, like no matter what.
I have those guys. They'll be your backup, your wingmen, your posse. Always being popular. They'll be around you all the time. Gavi and Nick, come on out. All right, there they are.
Hello, sir. Welcome to your new life with 2 of the best friends you will ever meet. What do you want to do today, sir? What do you want to do today, mister?
I was expecting people, you know, with a bit more swag.
Watch this. This is gonna blow your mind. Watch and learn. This, you see this? Instant swag. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's instant something, all right. Don't know if that's swag.
The cool. Did someone say cool? The coolness factor in here just went up by 10. Well, trust me, Mr. William. We're gonna take you around. We're gonna take you to all the parties. We're gonna be the friends you wish you always had.
I mean, with YouTube beside me, I'll always look cool no matter where I'm at.
Nick, William, if you don't like Nick, ignore him, man. I'm there, man. Look at the swag. Look at the personality. Look at, man. Girls are just behind me, man. This is the friendship I was looking for, man. So here you go, bro.
I think you want to ignore Gabby over there, and you don't want to talk to me. I am gonna bring the swag over to you forever. You know.
William, you know, Nick, last time he was showing his swag, he was thrown out of the party, man. So I think you won't go with him anymore, man. So I'm there,
Neither
man.
one of you seem like you have
Rock
actually
the road,
been to
man.
a party that had actual alcohol in it.
I think you're talking about Gabby. I remember Gabby here. I think his proudest moment was at the Chuck E. Cheese party. Unfortunately, not even real like alcohol. Chuck E. Cheese. I think that's the sort of party he wants to take you to. I will take you to real parties, frat parties, like the true bro I am.
William, you know, he dilute his beer also with water. So that's how he gets so much off. Even with one bottle of beer, he's gone. So he dilute with the water. So I'm sure you don't want to have alcohol with him. So never ever taste alcohol with him, man.
It's hint water. It's hint water. It's hint water.
So,
let me clarify that, Mr.
Parties at
It's hint
Chuck E.
water.
Cheese and someone who can't even handle one beer.
Okay, well, let's get rid of those guys. I'm sorry, William. That didn't seem to work out the way you wanted. You just said you wanted to, posse. They didn't say they had to be alcoholics or have a bunch of women. Well, you got to be more specific. You've got 2 more wishes, though. I can help you with those.
Well, one thing I have always wanted was I've always wanted a nerdy girlfriend, like one of those like cosplaying girlfriends you see like you see at the conventions and stuff,
Yes.
I want one of those, like they're on TikTok doing the dances and stuff.
Oh, yes. I have someone, Sabrina. She's perfect for you. Let's bring her out here.
Hi. How's it
Hey,
going?
Sabrina.
Yeah. You are so cute. Ooh, we would look so good in all those costumes. Yes, we will.
I prefer when the costumes are off, if you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying, but we can still do it with them on, if you know what I'm saying. And I can do everything for you. Don't even worry. You won't even lift a muscle. And I will plan everything accordingly. I will. Yes, I will.
So you like to have everything scheduled, there's no like just impromptu like dates or anything?
No, absolutely not. Everything needs to be scheduled how I want it to be scheduled. But it's going to be perfect. I know everything about you and I just can't wait, and you're going to love it. You don't even have to think. You don't have to do anything. I will do it all for you. Don't you worry.
So you're going to have my whole life planned out for me. I'm guessing till the day I die. You're going to have the day I die planned out.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I will love you forever. Please. Like I said, you don't have to worry about a thing. And I am super smart, too, so I can help you out with anything.
I'm guessing you're good with rope and stuff, but mostly just tying me in your basement so I don't leave you.
Let me think about that one, okay?
Oh, I don't think this is working out. Let's get rid of her. So, William, I'm so sorry. You weren't specific enough. I didn't realize she was into planning your entire life out. Well, you have one more wish, William. What do you wish for now?
Let me think about this.
Yes.
You know what?
Wish.
You know what?
Yes.
I want a talent agent, someone who can give me all the best roles. Someone who can get me anything I want when it comes to acting. I want to be like in the next MCU movie. I want to be the next Thor,
Yeah, I've got Suzanne. She's from Creative Artists Agency. That's one of the biggest agencies out here in Los Angeles. Let's bring her out.
What? Oh my God. Oh my God. That hair, that skin. The
Yeah, no,
look.
perfect.
Stand still. You're perfect. Turn left. Turn right. My God, I'm seeing Tom Cruise meets, I don't know, Patrick Swayze meets Matt Damon. Oh my God, the places we will go together. I will do everything for you. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pamper you, you and me. We're going to get to know each other really, really well. I need to know everything about you. I need to find out your youth, where you grew up, what you know, where you're educated to do it. And to do all that, I think that you and I should go and have a spar day. We should sit down and get to know each other like old school. We'll do the sauna. We'll hang out in bathrobes. We'll talk. You tell me your career aspirations. Maybe we'll get side by side pedicures, see how everything is going, and we'll get to know each other. What are you thinking? You dramatic? You comedic? What's your forte? Where are you going? Where do you see yourself, kid?
I see myself as like a
Good
comedy
answer. I
horror.
think that you would be good, probably comedic romance, rom-com, something to that effect. But let's get together and do our spa day. We could get some lunch. I could peel some grapes for you. It would be great. We'll get to know each other. I'll rub your feet. You can rub mine. And we'll talk about your career and where it's going to go. I see big things for you, kid. Big things.
You don't have to do all that,
I'm calling everybody I know as soon as we get done here today, and I'm telling them all about you. Why don't you come over to my house later and we can talk about it? I got a swimming pool. It'll be great, kid. Come on by. Life will be great. Oh, the things I could do for you in your career. It'll be something. Really something. Really,
Okay, well, let's
really
get rid of her. Okay, well, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you had to sleep with her as well. That's kind of what she was inferring. Sounds like
She
that.
did everything for me, even talk.
Yeah, and you get to rub each other's feet. I don't know, man. Well, William, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. But the good news is, William,
What?
the show's over. That's the end of the
Oh,
show.
thank
Let's
God.
bring the cast out and introduce all the cast. We just did a whopping 1-hour show with 5 people. Again, I'm Kent. There's William up there.
Thank you all for coming out.
Suzanne, her first show.
Thank you for coming, everybody. I hope you liked it.
Sabrina, her first show.
Hey guys, I hope you guys liked it. Thank you for coming.
Nick, who will not kill you if you didn't like his show.
Oh, of course not. Thanks for coming, guys. I hope you guys liked it.
And Gavi, probably really is a life coach.
Yes, reach out to me and hope you had a great time.
Let's all wave goodbye. You guys stay with me. I'll give you some notes after the show, and we'll see you guys in, I think, going to be 5 weeks because I'm taking my vacation on one of those weeks. So these guys will be back in 5 weeks and have a fabulous show.